Okay, the amount of people in my previous video that are commenting that, I'm using my disabilities as an excuse not to go to college. I'll just go to college when I'm ready. And, I'm just not trying hard enough to get accommodations is a little bit ridiculous.
This is what's known as the charity model of disability. There are quite a few models of how disabled people fit into various societies and how society treats them, but there are about 6 major ones. You have the moral model, which is considered a little outdated. It's good to be aware of it in case we as a society are regressing back to this state where disability is viewed as a moral failing or a punishment from God. You have a medical model that is focused on building the disabled person's accommodations back up to be able to function like a normal person within society. You have the social model, which says the problem is with the society around the disabled person and seeks to provide accommodations out in the world for them. You have the economic model, which is focused on the financial loss of a person not being able to operate at the level that capitalism demands and focuses on ways to make up that deficit in funds. There's the rights-based model, which is focused on respecting the personhood of people with disabilities, providing avenues to remove any barriers in their way. And you have the charity model, which views people with disabilities as inherently in need of help and existing essentially to ennoble the people that can help them. Within the charity model falls inspiration, where people with disabilities are essentially meant to struggle to overcome barriers to be a source of inspiration to other people. Now, there are certainly some of these models I like more than others, but most of the time, if we're looking at a realistic way for society and disabled people to interact, you're going to need a blend of medical, social, and rights-based. If we truly do want disabled people to be able to achieve certain things, we can't just ask them to for the sake of being inspirational to other people. You need to provide the medical accommodation and remove the social barriers. But ultimately, even if we could provide all the necessary accommodations and remove all the barriers, as in medical and social models, you still have that rights-based factor, where disabled people just need respect. A lot of disabled people will never be able to go to college, will never be able to have a job, and they shouldn't have to try just to give you a heartwarming story. The other side of respect is acknowledging that everyone is different. I have autism, the same disability as Nicole, and I thrived in an academic environment. I have a master's degree, but I would never tell any autistic person that they have to go to college. Because even if we had all of those medical accommodations and removed all of those social barriers, there are just some disabled people who college is not a good fit for.